Welcome you all to the one more video of division. I am Swati Suntari, Assistant Professor of Mathematics from VV Vanniyaperumal College for Women, Virudhunagar. In this video, we have to discuss the more division techniques of Vedic mathematics. Now, we're gonna solve many problems using number splitting method and Nicolum method and straight division method or flag method. As we already know that the Nicolum method is used for when the divisor is closer or smaller to the power of 10. And the last method is straight division method or direct division method or flag method, which is a general method of Vedic mathematics, is used to carry division of any types of numbers. And in our last video, we have to divide the numbers as the divisor of 9. And that method can be easily extended to the longer numbers. Suppose we want to divide the number with 6 digits by 99, and that is very similar to division by 9, but because 99 has 2 9s, so we can get the answer in 2 digits at a time. So we're gonna split the numbers into pairs. Here it's the example of 2,13,423, which is divided by 99. In step 1, we have to split the number into pairs. Therefore, we get 21, 34, 23, where the last pair is the part of the remainder and the remaining pair are the quotient. Next, the first part of the quotient will be put down the 21 as it is. Then the second part of the quotient will be we have to add the 21 to the second part of the dividend, that is 34. So we get 21 plus 34 is 55. So the next part of the quotient will be 55. And finally, we have to add that 55 to the last pair of the dividend, that is the remainder. So we get 55 plus 23, that is 78. 78, which is the remainder. So the quotient is 2155 and the remainder is 78. And in the next example, we have to divide the 5-digit number, that was 12,314, which is divided by 98. And this is also same as the before example, but because 98 is 2 below 100, so we have to double the last part of the answer before adding it to the next part of the sum. So we begin as before by bringing 12 down into the answer. So we get the first part of the quotient as 12. Then we double the 12 and add it into the second part of the dividend. Therefore 12 is doubled, that we get 24, which 24 is added into the second part of the dividend is 13. So we get 24 plus 13 equal to 37. Finally, we have to double the 37 and which is added into the last part of the dividend, that is 14. So now we have to double the dividend, that is 37 into 2, we get 74. Next, this 74 which is added into the remainder 14, we get 74 plus 14, that is 88. So the 88 is the remainder and the 1237 is the quotient. And it is similarly to divide the numbers near the other bases like 100, thousands and 10,000s, etc. Next, the third example is different from the others. Suppose we want to divide the number 236 by 88, which is close to the base 100. But here 88 is 12 below the base 100. So we put 12 below 88 as shown in the slide. And in step 3, we bring down the initial 2 into the answer. So we bring down the number 2. And in step 4, this 2 is multiplies to the number 12 and the 22 is placed under the number 36 as shown in the slide. So 12 into 2 we get 24, which 24 is placed under the number 36. In step 5, we then simply add up the last two columns. So we get 122 as a quotient and the remainder is 60. Now we're gonna solve another example, that was the divisor is gonna above the base number. So the example is 1479, which is divided by 123. Here the divisor 123 is above the base 100. In step 1, 123 is 23 more than the base 100, and in step 2 we have to divide 1479 in two columns, therefore we get 2 digits each. So next we have to write down the number 14 as shown in this slide, and in step 4 multiply that number 1 by 23 and write it below next to 2 digits. Add in the second column and put down as 2. In step 5, add multiply this 2 and 2 and 3 and put 46, then add up last two columns. So we get 12 as the quotient. And next we're gonna see the general division method, that was straight division or direct division methods, which is also named as flag method. And here we use the sutra vertically and crosswise and on the flag. First we're gonna see the single digit flag. In this problem we have to solve 1234 divided by 12. Here the dividend is 1234 and the divisor is 12. First we're gonna split the divisor 12 in two parts, that are 1 and 2, where division will be carried using only 1, that was the new divisor, and 2 is called as the flag. As flag is single digit, split dividend in two parts, such as second part will have same number as that of flag, that is 1 digit. And now we're gonna solve that problem by step. Here the division of 1 by 1, so we get the quotient as 1 and the remainder as 0. Write that quotient 1 and carry forward the remainder 0. Then multiply the new quotient of 1 with the flag 2 and subtract that product from 2, we get 0. And divide that subtraction by 1, we get the quotient equal to 0 and the remainder equal to 0. Next, follow the same process. We have to multiply new quotient 0 with the flag 2 and subtract that product from 3 and divide that subtraction by 1. That gives the quotient as 3 and the remainder as 0. For remainder we carry same process except we don't divide. So multiply the new quotient of 3 with the flag 2 and subtract that product from 4, we get minus 2. As we get negative subtraction, we reduce the quotient by 1 and increase the remainder by the first multiplier of new multiplier. We get 1 cross 1 equal to 1. So we get the new quotient which is 2 and the new remainder which is 1. Now multiply the new quotient 2 with the flag 2 and subtract that product from 14. We get the positive number, that is 10, and put it down as it is. So the final answer we get was quotient is 102 and the remainder is 10. Here the remainder should always less than the divisor. And next we're gonna solve the 2-digit flag. Here's the example, that was the 5-digit number 15,623, which is divided by 123. Here the dividend is 15,623 and the divisor is 123. First we're gonna split the divisor 123 in two parts. We get 1 is the first part and 23 is the second part, where division will be carried only new divisor, that was 1, and 23 is called as a flag. As a flag is double digit, so split divided in two parts such that second part will have same as that of the flag, that is 2 digits. So 23 is the last digit. In this 2 flag method, we have to follow some rules, that are we carry out the same process except one change. As flag is of 2 digit, whenever we need to do subtraction, we subtract the cross multiplication of 2, the latest quotient digits with the flag. That is, if the flag equal to AB and the new quotient equal to CD, then subtract AD plus BC. Now, if we have only one digit in the quotient, which happens only in starting step, Then we do multiplication with the first digit of flag. Next, it has different way of calculating remainder. Remainder, that was subtract 10 into cross multiplication of flag AB and latest quotient of CD plus last digit multiplication of AB and CD, that is BD. And now we're gonna solve this problem step by step. First, we're gonna divide the number 1 by 1, gives the quotient 1 and the remainder 0. Next, multiply the new quotient of 1 with the first part of the flag 2. And subtract that product from 5, we get 3, and divide that subtraction by 1. It gives the quotient 3 and the remainder 0. Now, cross multiply the new quotient of 13 with the flag 23 and subtract that product 9 from 6, we get the negative value minus 3. Since it's negative, reduce the quotient by 1 and increase the remainder by the first multiplier of new multiplier. So we get the new quotient 2 and the new remainder 1. Next, cross multiply the new quotient 12 with the flag 23 and subtract that product 7 from 16, we get 9 and divide that by 1, giving quotient as 9 and the remainder as 0. Carry out the similar process to get till we reach the calculation for remainder. Next, we're gonna calculate the remainder, that was 223 minus 10 into 6 plus 14 and plus 21. We get 223 minus 200 plus 21, we get 2. So the final answer of quotient is 127 and the remainder is 2. So try these problems for your practice, and I hope you all understand the techniques of division methods. Thanks for watching.